Tennessee is in focus with me today. As we know, we have talked with her about this many times. She is a champion on this issue. And earlier this year, she introduced the Fair Play for Girls Act. It would require the Attorney General to submit an analysis of violence against women in athletics to Congress and to also issue policy recommendations to support these young women. A lot of big moves coming.
Yes.
You're passionate about this issue. Where do you think we are with Maine?
Maine is being told to come into compliance, and that compliance is to make certain that biological females are not having to compete against biological males, that they're not having to share the locker room with biological males, and Maine has to recognize that there are two genders, male and female. That is compliance, and that is Title IX compliance.
Yes. I mean, we've had that for decades.
Yes, we have.
What you said is important, though. This is more than just sports. This is spaces, too.
Yes, that is correct. And that's why President Trump has been so diligent in how he's moved forward on this issue. I really appreciate the focus on this because this is one of those issues. You know, Harris, every parent knows that their child wants to be able to learn, to compete, to succeed, and to celebrate that success. That is good for children. And for girls to learn how to be a part of a team. That is good. Title IX opened the door of opportunity to what is now 3 million high school and college athletes. Let's protect that for them. Let's let them compete, win, achieve, get scholarships, compete on college teams, and let's cheer that success.
And go on to be leaders like yourself.
Yes. That's right.
You know, you and I, before the cameras were on us, you said something. Why are Democrats going with the 20%? On a lot of issues.
Yes.
We can use this one as an example. What did you mean?
What you see the Democrat leadership doing in the House and the Senate is lining up with where 20% of the American public is. Whether it is deporting these criminal illegal aliens like the Tren de Aragua and MS-13, and now you've got a judge saying, let's bring them back, and or the men and women's sports. People want their girls to have opportunities and to dream big dreams. And repeatedly, they are lining up on the wrong side, fighting waste, fraud, and abuse in government. We don't want taxpayer money wasted, but yet the Democrats are saying, come on, let's waste some more. The American people are not there. They agree with us.
I want to take a second just to talk about that 20%.
Sure.
Pretty much the far left, and how are they gaining power right now when the Democrats have no message? I shared with you before that Bernie Sanders and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez are having events all day, fighting oligarchy. They're using President Trump's fight, fight, fight for their own purposes. And tonight they'll be on the campus of ASU to rally in Tempe, Arizona. So they're not with the Chuck Schumers and all of those people on Capitol Hill. They're making their own hill.
And what you see the Democratic Party doing right now is struggling for a message, struggling for an identity, and for a leader. And what they should have learned from November 5th is that the American people stood up and said, we are tired of DEI, we're tired of ESG, we want to restore the American dream, we want to restore the greatness of this country. We are the greatest country on the face
Amen.
of the earth. And the American people have used this as a pivotal moment. This is a defining moment for our country. And the American people want better for their children and for their future. They do not want the government controlling their lives and making all their decisions. And I am so grateful that they are pushing us to make certain we pass President Trump's agenda. That's a good thing for the country.
Well, I tell you, it's going to get messier in the Democrat Party. So all you have to do is what you do, and we'll see what happens with them. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great to see you, Senator.
So good to see you.
Well, 2 months into a second term, and